This video is brought to you by CM Storm, preferred choice of mice, headsets, and mechanical keyboards of Curse Gaming. Visit www.coolermaster-usa.com/team_curse for more details.
Welcome to my unboxing and first look at the Gigabyte HD 7790. This is a 2 gig card, and it is an overclocked card with their WindForce cooler. Now, as you might imagine, the 7790 exists somewhere between the 7770 and the 7850. It uses a very similar overall architecture to the rest of their GCN, or a graphics core next architecture, but it's basically just sort of everything that those cards are, except a little less or a little bit more, if that makes any sense to you guys. It does support all the usual AMD Radeon features, so DirectX 11, iFinity with up to 4 displays off of this particular card. And then let's talk a little bit about Gigabyte's WindForce cooler. So their brand new WindForce 2X is equipped with their new triangle cool design. 2 100mm PWM fans, an 8mm heat pipe. Thicker heat pipes are better, it's just so you guys know. And the triangle cool integrates a patented triangle-shaped aluminum block into the aluminum extrusion module, which enhances the speed of heat dissipation more effectively. So that's a block right there, which basically just kind of moves the air from going straight down to going through the fins at an angle, which is actually sort of smart. So let's see what they put inside. This particular card is overclocked from a standard 1 gigahertz to 1.075 gigahertz, so 1075 megahertz. Comes with a quick start guide, a Molex to PCI Express power adapter, a driver disc, which you should throw away, some foam, as well as a video card itself in an anti-static bag. The anti-static bag is sealed by a piece of tape. Yay, unboxings. How we love them so. There we go. And the card itself is covered in a whole bunch of little protective coverings. So check this out. This is what they're talking about with their triangle thing. So rather than just taking the airflow that goes down directly through the fins onto the PCB, what they're effectively doing here is they're changing the direction a little bit, although I have to wonder how much of it is being changed. Oh yeah, no, a fair amount. So the triangle piece goes all the way out to here and all the way out to about here. So what that means is, think about it this way, guys. If you have fins like this and air goes straight through them, then the air passes over this much of the metal, okay? Whereas if you have a fin like this and the air goes through this way, then it gets to pass over this much of the metal, effectively making the heat dissipation more efficient in theory. This should also add a little bit of extra noise, a little bit more turbulence, but when you're using large, slow rotating fans, I suspect it's not going to be that much of an issue. Now, this particular card, see, there you go, more RAM on the back, has the usual complement of features. I mean, there's not really much that's changed with 7790. That's probably why AMD opted not to go with an 8000 series name for this particular card. So it's still PCI Express 3.0. There's the connectors that I told you guys about, which supports up to 4 displays. So you've got your single analog output there. Remember, guys, DVI-D is not the same as DVI-I. You can't do dual VGA off this card. You've got HDMI as well as DisplayPort. Some external exhaust. However, due to the design of this cooler, not a whole lot of heat is going to be coming off of there. You've also got a cooler here for what must be some VRM components. Yeah, it looks like they are. It looks like what Gigabyte's actually done is they've taken the 12-volt power that comes in here, routed it all the way across the card here, where it'll be redistributed back this way, because you can see this part of the PCB is actually quite bare. And we've seen this a fair bit on recent cards where manufacturers are actually, because they don't even need all this PCB space, but they don't want the card to look like a little baby card, they're just leaving a lot of blank PCB area. So there you have it. There's that 8mm heat pipe that I was talking about before. You can see it's like, you know, pretty huge compared to, there's a human pinky finger, if nothing else. And then a very solid block of aluminum makes up the rest of that cooler design. So this is a relatively expensive cooler compared to what a reference design card would ship with. So that heat pipe is carrying away from the solid block cooler over to the more thin fin type array cooler, where the second fan is doing most of its work. A single PCI Express 6-pin power connector is provided, and there is your crossfire connector, so the card does support 2-way crossfire, but not 3-way or more-way configurations. Thank you for checking out this unboxing of the HD 7790 WindForce from Gigabyte. Don't forget to subscribe to Linus Tech Tips for unboxings, reviews, and other computer videos.